Okay, everyone. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the sun, the moon, and the earth and their different characteristics. And this presentation isn't meant to teach you all the information, it's just to give you an introduction to some of the topics that we'll be discussing over the next few days, and they'll also prepare you for some of the assignments and the activities that are on the web page for today. So I just want you to pay attention, pause if you have any questions, and write notes down as you're watching if there's anything that you want to remember. So to start off with, our lesson objectives for today are to learn about the physical appearance of the Earth and the Moon, to learn about the Moon's orbit and light, to learn about the Earth's orbit and revolution, and the Earth's axis, and a little bit about the seasons. And so these objectives are the most important part of this presentation, so I want you to look for those as we go through because they will help you later in your assignments, and they're definitely the most important things to know about this. So to start off with, we'll talk a little bit about the physical characteristics of the moon and the earth. And so I put a couple of pictures on here to kind of just show you what, first of all, the earth looks like from space, and also what the moon looks like a little bit more close up than we see it now. And as you can see, the moon and the sun are similar in shape. They both appear to be circles. But the important thing to remember is that they are both actually spheres. And if you remember from math class, a sphere is a three-dimensional circle, like a ball or an orange. And both the moon and the earth are spheres, as well as all of the other planets. And so as you can see on the Earth, you can see the clouds that are on the Earth's surface, which is really cool. And you can also see that that blue is the oceans, and the brown and the green are the land. And that's actually North America in that picture. And you can see with the moon, it's a whitish color, whitish and gray, and it has different patches. The important thing to notice is that the moon does not have water or land. It's not able to produce anything living. Second of all, we're going to talk about the moon's movement. And so the moon actually orbits or spins around the Earth. It's always moving around the Earth in the same path. And it takes the moon about 28 days to complete this path in a whole circle. And what's cool about the moon is that, when we're going outside at night and we see it and it's shining, that light doesn't actually come from the moon. The moon gets its light from the sun. The sun shines onto the moon, and the moon reflects the light back to Earth. And so when you see that the moon maybe has half of it hidden, or you can only see a little piece of it, that is because the shadow of the Earth is blocking the light of the sun from reaching the moon. And so that's why we have different phases, because of that shadow that sometimes crosses in front of the moon so that the sun can't shine on it. Second of all, we also have the Earth's movement. The Earth spins or moves in two different ways. First of all, it spins in a circle. It's always spinning, and this is called a rotation. A rotation takes 24 hours, the exact same amount of time every time, and this is what causes us to have day and night. So if we're standing in one place on the Earth, and I'll show you a little bit more about this tomorrow, when we start moving towards the sun as the Earth is spinning, that's what makes it look like the sun is coming up. And when we move back away from the sun, it becomes nighttime. And at the same time, while the Earth is spinning, it's also orbiting or going around the sun. And this is called a revolution. And it's important for you to remember these two words, rotation and revolution, because they're really important. And an Earth's revolution takes about a year, about 364 days. And that is also what causes us to have seasons. So the Earth actually has an axis, and it's like an invisible line that goes through the center of it, and that's what the Earth spins around, almost like a top. And interestingly enough, the Earth is also tilted at an angle. And again, I'll show you a more visual representation of this tomorrow. But this angle is what creates the seasons. And if you want to learn more about that, go ahead. But if not, I will talk again more about it tomorrow. So that's it for this part of the presentation. So what you should do next is head back to the website. There's a craft that you can do there. There's also a couple of websites that will take you to games or activities that will teach you more about the things that we talked about. And there's also a Kahoot. So make sure that you have your device ready. You know the drill for that. I also put the link for a YouTube video on this presentation that has a really fun video for you to watch that talks a little bit more about the Earth, especially its rotations and revolutions. And if you have any questions, write them down and bring them to class tomorrow. I'd be happy to talk about them at any time. Or you can even ask a parent or a friend, see what your peers or parents know about that. And we should have a good class tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.